Well. I think it's about time that we go back to the 80s, don't you? Let's do it, yo! Whoa! This is, without a doubt, the most... when I saw people saying, like, you gotta check stuff out, this was it. Everyone apparently had one of these back in the 80s. The QUADRAVERB by, is it Alesis? Alesis, am I saying that right? QUADRAVERB. Now, I have to give a humongous shout out because this one was actually given to me by the rack king himself, Michael Torin. Whew. You heard me and Michael Nilsson talk about him, Leon Todd, we all talk about Michael Torin, and he sent this to me. He was just like, hey, you know, it was just sitting here collecting dust. I wanted someone else to use it. So thank you so much, man. Incredibly nice of you. I still have another preamp that I traded Michael for that I haven't done a video on yet, which that'll be next. But I wanted to do this one first because I thought that was so nice of him to send this to me. I actually tried to buy one of these on Reverb, and when I tried to buy it, then the seller messaged me back, and they were just like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to take this listing down. It's already on eBay and bidding and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, all right, well, I'll get one later. And I just kind of started looking for some other stuff. And here it is. So we're going to check it. This is, like I said, came out in 1989, same year that I was born. Boom! This thing was born, I was born, 89. We like to hang out. It's cool. And, you know, it's whatever. But it sounds great. Now, I'm shooting the intro after I shot the actual main video because of a couple things. I was going through the presets, and I was like, man, these presets are all, like, super, like, over the top and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, this thing is meant for, like, drums, vocals, and guitar. So I got to the guitar presets a little bit later. The other ones sounded good, too. But then the guitar ones all sounded really good. So kind of a longer video. I'm just going to, you know, scale it down. But here it is. Alesis QUADRAVERB. Yo, let's head back to 1989. See what this thing's got to do. Let's get it. Tones. I'm just sticking with my Cali today. Just one guitar. Different amps. I'll call them out as I'm switching to them if I remember to. But it's running into the master effects loop of my switcher. So it's essentially in the effects loop of all 4 amps whenever I want it. And you can't really see the display. Too hard to see. So I'm just going to try to like remember to say the name of the preset that I'm on. But other than that, this is it, guys. QUADRAVERB time. Alright, so this first one here is actually one of my favorites. I was just flipping through it, and I really like it. To me, it totally had that vibe of the intro to It's Not Love. Not so much when he goes to the heavier part. I know that should be kind of more of a little bit of a drier guitar if you listen to Lynch's tone. But that first part, it really reminded me. Like as soon as I heard the tone, I was like, this just reminds me of 100%. It just has that vibe to it. I loved it. And then you could just go to bypass and get the... It needs to be on there just for that one part. Oh, it has like a... there it is. I was like, I think I played it wrong in the intro, and then I was like, you know what? He does that little A-G-E. But I love this one. Now, what is this one exactly? Sorry, the thing's so hard to see. Oh, what's it on progression? It's just a chorus and delay, and I thought it sounded great. You know, we have to do the obligatory Miracle Man. I thought it did a really good job of sounding like it. Now, I am plugged into, sorry, I should probably mention this. I'm in the Rev right now. The Rev has just been killing it on all this like 80 stuff because of the higher gain on it. I might switch amps for now. I'm just going to keep it distorted. The Friedman is set to clean, so if I end up going to clean, which I probably will, that's going to be the Friedman. I just think it has such a great clean on it. And then I might end up, you know, going JCM 800. We'll see how it goes. But that, like I said, it totally had that vibe. One thing I have to say that I despise about all these 80s units is the power cables. Oh my god, why? They were all made, they're like, a lot of them, like this one is different, but I'll explain it here in a second. all the power cables were just like built in. You know, like nowadays we're used to like you have the power cable that you can detach and all that kind of stuff. No, these are all built right in. And this one, like I said, has this super crazy, like very particular power. I'm like, my God, 80s, what are you doing to me here? I see why like a lot of them, like you find them on Reverb, like power cable needs repaired or whatever it is, and it's like, yeah, because they were built in, you know. Nowadays we really don't have those issues. So anyways, obviously you have your control panel here. You can't really see anything. It's hard for me to see it, and I have to like, you know, get like zoomed in. I'm like, what am I even on? So mess with that kind of stuff. I kind of adjust the EQ setting, not EQ settings, but the saturation and all that kind of stuff here in just a minute. But for now, another thing I think is funny is there's nothing on any of these units that just say like preset or next or switch or anything like that. Like this one is program or prog, you know. None of them are just, or nothing just says select. It's, oh, you have to hit program and store, and then you go to the page setting, and it's so funny how it's like you just have to kind of hope that you know what they're talking about. Or in this case, setting 0 called circles. Really cool. I hadn't really messed with this one until now. God, what's that Van Halen lick? I wonder what this one sounds like clean, actually. So we'll go to the Friedman here for a second. So here it is clean. It's just called circles. Let's see what the thing is. So basically, this is an EQ, pitch, delay, and reverb. So kind of the kitchen sink. You know, this thing does 4 main effects. It does your pitch, your chorusing, your flanging, and all that kind of stuff, and reverb and delay. And then you can control the EQ. It actually does quite a bit, you know. If you want to hear just a dry tone. There it is. And then... what a great tone. So much ambiance. Alright, now we got the delays, we got it slowed down a little bit, and it's just going crazy. Whatever I just created, I like it. What a funky little delay. Our first dabbling of the flanger. Go back to the rev, the Marshall's a little bit. Chorus and reverb. This sounds really good. Again, it has that really long Fender ACLS. I don't know what that means. Sounds great though. Wow, this is really good. I can't remember how to do it. Where's the lick? Along those lines, I can't remember it anymore. I like it. I like that one a lot, actually. Now that one's cool. Wet rhythm guitar. This one's just called Skank Guitar. Oh man, I gotta take a picture of this and send it to Uncle Ben. Lead guitar. Oh, this one's just called grease guitar. Oh, that's good. Okay, I was gonna make fun of it, but it sounds great. Concert guitar, you in the back. Nope, don't like it. This one sounds really good. What is this one? Stereo spread. That's it. Man, it sounds great. Wrong way verb. So we'll leave it there. I'm going to do this delay one again. I thought that sounded pretty cool. And there you have it. Like I said, it's obviously meant for a lot of other stuff. Drums, the next settings all start with vocal. And then this is the guitar. So like I said, I was going through all the other ones that must have been for other instruments. And then I finally hit one that said guitar. I was like, oh, this is the first one I saw that actually says guitar. And then they all made so much more sense. Look at this. Maybe I should research this stuff the slightest bit. Nope, not going to happen. I'm just going to noodle around on this setting, and we'll see you in the next Back to the 80s. Real quick, though, as we wrap things up here, these are going to be coming a little bit less. They're not going to be weekly anymore. Probably one a month is what I'm hoping to do. And I still have one more piece of gear over there before I have to start looking into getting some other stuff. But Other than that, hey, thank you guys so much for liking this series. This is just fun, you know. It's not meant to be taken too seriously, and it's just it's honestly it's a blast for me to look at this stuff and just imagine, you know, being back in the 80s and hearing this. So have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna noodle on out of here, and you do the same. All right, bye guys. Whoop.